this out, but you're going to have to consume a lot of food, you're going to have to consume a lot of protein, and you're going to have to exercise smart. Now, when I was in grad school, I got 3 to 5 hours of sleep per night. That was all I got. And I still won Mr. Alabama first place, and I still competed in NPC Nationals and placed top 15. So, as long as you get a little bit of sleep, it's going to be enough if you're efficient with everything else. But I guarantee you're probably not eating enough, in which if you're not gaining, I know you're not eating enough because there's a caloric balance there. But supplements get key at that level. I mean, you have got to have everything on point. It is not easy if you're a hard gainer. And people may not believe it, but I can go have a weekend or a week or a bad week. I can have pizza 3 times a day. I can have dessert at every meal. I can have 5 McGriddles for breakfast. I can eat a case of donuts, a gallon of milk. I can literally consume 5,000 to 10,000 calories a day, and I will not gain any weight.
You can eat all that at once?
No, I would eat it. If I ate bad, I could spread it out. But literally, I won't. I can't gain. I don't gain. I have to purposely go out of my way and eat.
I know. I've cooked for you.
Terrible stuff, and be inactive. My schedule is like I'm not John. I'm on my feet. I'm training people. I'm running around. He's getting orders. I'm getting weights all day. It's physically almost impossible for me to gain a ton of weight and get fat, and that is the true high metabolism.
When I cook breakfast for Justin, Justin eats literally. I'll go, what do you want? And he'll tell me, and I'll start putting that in the pan. The pan won't fucking hold it. Like we've cooked so much food and put it on a plate, and I'm like, Justin, what are you gonna? Whose food is this? Like it literally is more than 3 of us eat combined, and he'll eat it like it's nothing. Most dudes that say that, they're just not eating.
I had a friend of mine that was a bodybuilder, fast metabolism, true, just as fast as mine. And I didn't believe he was eating as much as he was eating until I sit and watched him. I hung out with him one day. The dude ate 8 ounces of meat, 3 cups of rice, and a half a cup of nuts with every meal. 8 meals. 1,000 grams of carbs. 400 grams of protein. He weighed 205, 210. Fastest metabolism I've ever seen.
I eat the meat first, then I eat the carbs, so I have a little bit of carbs, and if there's anything left, I'll eat the vegetables.
I'd never seen him, like it took him 30 minutes to eat. Could you imagine that? No. 3 cups of rice,
no.
8 ounces of meat, and a half a cup of nuts.
I'm working while I eat.
Dude, that's 8 times a day. No, he wasn't, he was bodybuilding.
Yeah, that was his job.
Yeah. And he was really good at his job, but he quit bodybuilding because of it. He said, man, I don't want to do this anymore. He said, this is really miserable. And now he's about 180 pounds, but he looks...
A lot of dudes do.
He looks incredible. He looks like a magazine guy, but he's not big and bulky.
A lot of dudes do, like they want to be in that magazine, and once they're in that magazine, okay, I can quit. I can go live my life now, or do whatever. They just got to get it out of their system.
I got a friend right now. All he wants to do is compete at the national level one time to say he did it.
Yeah.
He's like, man, that is my goal, to stand on the stage and see where I place in the nation. And I was like, wow, if that's your goal. He said, I don't want to do it after that. He said, I just want to do it to see how good I can be, like by the time I'm 30. And then I want to focus on the family thing. And I said, I can respect that.
Larry Church Jr., can he or someone suggest something to give you more energy and stamina?
Well, like a stimulant energy, of course, we have the Hyperlean and the SF-187. The Focus 5 is a non-stimulant energy that makes the brain work a little faster. But if your energy is coming from not a lack of food or a lack of feeding, the aminos and the protein would help. That's about it. Or if it's from low hormones, low testosterone, then barely anything will help until you get some SARMs.
All right, Matthew Brown. Which of his products can and can't a pregnant woman take? Her doctor said protein powder was okay, but only some whole foods. Can she take the Focus 5 in place of her Adderall while she can't take that? Any other advice he would give a pregnant woman? Thanks, and love the Hyperlean and my belt.
Okay, so when women are pregnant, I like to back off a lot of the products just in case. Do I think she could take the Focus 5? Probably, but I wouldn't. If it was my family, I would say, look, the protein is fine, the aminos are fine, and a product that's really good for pregnant women is the CIA aminos. Those have tons of iron, tons of B vitamins, and it's organic grass-fed peptide bonded beef protein. That is the best beef protein there is. She could definitely take those 3. And Those right there. Those for now, any pregnant woman, any guy, anybody in your family, you know anybody pregnant, they need to be on that stuff because they'll prescribe iron pills to pregnant women. Anybody you know that's got low iron or blood disorders or anything like that, cancer, chemo, anything, those freaking iron aminos will change them. I mean, they will literally feel better within hours, and then they'll start feeling better long term.
I like to chew them up.
What?
Chew them up.
Do it.
Fuck no. I've had Sebastian chew them up the first time. Fucking Mongo chewed them up. We've had fucking Isaiah.
I got one of my friends chews them up, and he says he don't like to swallow them. Literally, like I watch him, he does it every time.
These are one of your bigger pills. Whatever these are coated in, these are the easiest things to swallow. I can fucking swallow 8 of these at one time.
It's called an enteric coating.
These are easier to fucking take than the vitamins.
But there's some of the other products that we have she can take. I do not hide any of my ingredients. Every ingredient in every product is on the label. And I do that because I don't want anybody to have a reaction to anything. So if you look on the side of the Lean 8 or you look on the side of anything, everything is in there. I would just be shy of a lot of the products. Now, I hope she's not going to be on Adderall with the baby, which the doctor's probably pulled them off.
That's what he said. She cannot take Adderall while pregnant.
Adderall is amphetamines. I mean, Adderall and all that stuff is basically just prescription amphetamines.
Underweight baby.
Yeah, it would be too much on the baby.
Now, Aaron Hollins had replied to that. There's actually 2 more comments on this. Aaron Hollins has said, I'll throw this out just as a heads up. Justin is going to give you his advice. The doctor will give you his. You'll have to choose which to follow. When you start asking the doctor what Justin said and vice versa, you'll never get an agreement. Me personally, I'd listen to Justin any day because he actually cares about what he does, where most doctors just go by the info they're taught and never do their own research. And then the dude replied back, he said, yeah, her doctor's a little crunchy, so we take everything with a grain of salt from him. I figured Justin knows his stuff better than the doc that hasn't seen a chemistry book in 20 years.
Yeah, now doctors, their specialty is what they do. When they're in that office, they're going to deal with that controlled environment, and they're going to know everything the pharmaceutical sales rep tells them about a product to push. They are not going to spend any time learning supplements, supplemental knowledge, or anything that they can't make $1 off of. And I don't say that to be negative, but it is what it is. I train numerous doctors. I've probably trained over 100 in my career, and I have a lot that I'm very good friends with. None of them push anything that they don't make money off of. Period, in the story. If they don't have, most of the doctors carry my products in their offices, but the ones that don't, they push whatever they have on the shelf. I've had doctors carry my stuff and then switch to Advocare because somebody tells them to for a 30-day challenge. And they'll push Advocare like crazy until everybody gets unhappy, terrible results, waste a lot of money, and then my stuff goes right back to the first thing they push. And that goes to show it's all about the dollar for a lot of people. So just be very leery of what you hear and what is pushed. Now, I'm not a huge fan of doctors just pushing chemical after chemical after chemical, especially on kids. It's like, oh, your kid's got ADD, let's give him this. Why not spend a little time with him? Maybe put him in tutoring. You know, let's take a whole food approach. Let's see, what does the kid eat every day? Half-time ADD is related to the kid's diet, you know.
That's what they say about autism.
Yep, and autism, and I understand people are born with stuff. But let's not jump to, hey, let's get this prescription and that prescription. Well, my insurance pays for it. Yeah, but there's always kickbacks and stuff.
Back to Larry Church, who said, can he or someone suggest something to give me more energy and stamina? Some dude named Timberwolf replied to it. He says, I take Hydroxycut, Black Onyx Testosterone Booster, and fish oil, and holy shit, I have energy now. My pre-workout is C4, and half a scoop of creatine. Post-workout is aminos and protein. I'm seeing results in my midsection and muscle mass.
I don't know, sounds like you got it off muscleandfitness.com or something. If that's a lot of supplements you can buy at Walmart. Now, if you want to buy your supplements, your clothes, and your shoes at Walmart, and your watch, go for it. But I'm not. Anything that gets moved down the quality list. So you have quality and you have quantity. Quantity goes very high. A lot of time, quality goes very low. I mean, John could produce 10 times what he does and sell 10 times what he does, but then he couldn't have so much hands-on interaction. So could I. I could easily increase my production. But I go by and hand do everything. And yeah, it's very hard and it's a lot of hours, but I need control over each batch. I need to know what's in it, and you need to know your belts. I've never had a belt or anything from John that was wrong.
Dude, we're selling so much Swinney product. Well, you're bringing it. You see it. We're selling so much Swinney product. We don't have room to put it. Like we've had to move shit. So we've got the shelves in the other building. We're going to take half of the product and stick it in the other building. Next time, by this time next month when you come down, I want you to have to bring the big truck because you're bringing so much shit down.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Make Whitney drive and I'll do emails.
Well, women are bad drivers. I mean, they have a lot more accidents because they have smaller brains.
That's what I heard.
It's a scientific fact.
I think I saw you was quoting that research earlier to Amanda.
She likes it when I tell her that. Some women will tell you that they do have smaller brains, but they have more wrinkles in their brains. But I don't think you're going to let me look at the wrinkles in your brain, so no. I don't think we really know that to be fact. We're just fucking with them because they're standing right there looking at us.
Y'all can't see them, but they can see us.
So any new product? What do you got going? What's in the works?
Okay, so I've had a lot of questions about the amino flavors. I'm trying to have the amino flavors by October. That's my goal. But there's a lot that goes into getting a product. It's not just me formulating, send to the lab, and then make it. It's like, okay, I have to get the label. I have to get the barcode for the label. I have to have the FDA approve my label so it can go on the bottle. There's a lot of steps that goes to this, but we are going to add 5 flavors of aminos because we've had a lot of people request stuff. And actually, my favorite 2 out of the next batch is cherry limeade and sweet tea. I'm doing a sweet tea amino that is freaking incredible. Cherry limeade's good. I don't drink a whole lot of grape stuff, but I have a grape and a watermelon that's incredible. And I have another one.
I'm going to put it on so when you order vanilla protein from us, it says vanilla vagina or rich sexual chocolate is what we have your protein listed as. But when you have the grape drink, we're going to put it out as grape drink or purple drink or lean.
I like purple drink.
Purple drink.
And the other one was a strawberry wild berry.
Lil Wang. Lil Wang.
Lil Weezy.
We can't say Lil Wayne, so we'll say Lil Wang purple drink.
It does taste just like grape. I mean, it's good.
Does it taste like promethazine?
Nice dick.
So you've heard.
Well, we've all had coughs and been to the doctor.
That's true. Phenergan is promethazine Phenergan?
I don't know.
I think it is.
The last time I went and the doctor gave me a cough syrup.
Codeine or something? Yeah,
it was codeine, but it didn't have the promethazine in it.
I couldn't imagine taking something that would want to slow you down.
The promethazine or the others, the Phenergan, dude, that stuff will slow you. I
think they're the same thing.
I think that they may be the same thing. The one I had was codeine and something else, and it sped me up. I was like running around like crazy.
Especially taking something that would slow you down, like in an environment where there's other people at. Like I could see drinking before you go to bed or something knock you out a little bit or take you, go to sleep easier.
It's like people that get shit-faced drunk.
Yeah, go out and then you're fucking stuck there. You don't know what's going to happen to you. You don't know where you're going to end up.
What if there's a bar fight or what if you get robbed and you're drunk?
Or somebody fucking sells your kidney.
Yeah, while you're asleep, passed out. I mean, a lot of things, people will poison people or what I call poison roofie or whatever. And literally, they'll wake up and be like, what happened? That's scary stuff. But I guess that comes when you lower your inhibitions that much. You don't know what you're doing. Man. You won't catch me out, Lincoln.
Alright, you got anything else?
So we talked about the aminos. I think there was I can't think what else new I'm working on, but I do. So I am making SF-187 better. So I discussed with John about 3 months ago about making something to make the aminos have a stimulant or energy effect. But I thought to myself, well, it's got to be non-flavored because everybody likes different flavors. I don't want to have to make, or I can make 1 flavor of each SF. I could have 10 flavors of SF and 10 flavors of amino. You had to buy both to match them, but I don't want to do that. So what we're going to do is, I'm attempting to make each scoop of the SF where it can be metered of a dose. So, okay, each scoop is equal to 2.5 cups of coffee or 2 cups of coffee, which I'm trying to make it very, very precise. So say 250 milligrams of total stimulants per scoop and have maybe 60 to 90 scoops a container, a lot of scoops. So the guys who want to get completely jacked, the pre-workout guys, they can do 2 scoops with aminos or the Vaso before they work out and just be totally pushing it. But a guy like us who may just want a mild all day long, you could literally do half a scoop with your aminos, and it'd be equal to the caffeine of like a Monster, a Red Bull, or a cup of coffee, or like maybe 2 Mountain Dews or something like that. That's my biggest thing right now. So I'm reformulating the whole thing because I want it to have the mind activation of nootropics, but I want it to have the stimulants, but I want an instant, a middle, and a delayed release stimulant, which is not easy to do. Nootropics have a terrible taste. So some of them, the paracetams, I'm probably not going to do, which I may be getting into too much information here, but I'm probably not going to do those just because they're kind of bitter, they're acidic, and I want you to be able to drink the new SF-187 with just water and it'd be like sweet water. But I really just want it to go with the aminos so people will get more aminos in. Because right now, you don't have to mix anything with SF. It tastes amazing.
Usually when I take the SF, I take it with the aminos.
Yep.
Like I'll put a scoop in there and just in a whole cup and just sip on it, you know, over the next 30 minutes.
The cherry limeade SF with the fruit punch amino.
That's how I do it.
That is the bomb.
That's how I do it. And then with the aminos, I've been mixing the orange with the fruit punch.
Oh, that's the kicker.
You can mix any. You can make any color fucking drink you want, and it still tastes good.
My favorite is still the cotton candy, though. Still my long-term favorite. I've been making it stronger here lately, 3 scoops and 20 ounces, because I had a little sweet tooth, and I was like, well, if I do this, then maybe I won't eat my kid's Starburst. You know, my kids always want freaking Starburst and Skittles, and she's like, Daddy, do you want one? No. Daddy, do you want one? No. Here, Daddy, take one. No. Here, Daddy, fine. Okay, God, give me them. You know, it's like, how many times can you say no to a 5-year-old? You know, but anyway, that's my rant for the day. I need to quit saying yes to my kids' candy.
Anything else you want to say before we turn this off?
No, that's it, man.
All right.
Hey, thanks everybody for
turn that shit off.